Good afternoon. Today is December 14th. It's 2011, just about 2:30. We are here at 1307 Ashley Boulevard, which is Bristol County Savings Bank, a branch here in New Bedford. Full-service savings bank. We've been here so many times before. If you recall, Bristol County Savings Bank has a tremendous foundation, a benevolent program that they have literally awarded hundreds of thousands of dollars in grants to nonprofits and important causes throughout our city and region. And we always love coming here, not only for the great banking, full-service bank, and also a little hospitality room here where people come and actually enjoy a busy morning or busy afternoon. And we have customers coming in the bank right now. But we also love coming here because it usually means that the bank has another big announcement that impacts in a very favorable way the families of our city through their benevolence. And there's no difference today. We're here today to announce an event that is extremely important for the families of our city. It is City Celebrates New Year's Eve 2011. It's going to be coordinated by AHA. It is going to be an event that takes place on December 31st, 2011 in downtown New Bedford. We'll begin at 4:30 in City Hall Plaza, and then there will be venues throughout the downtown area that'll be interesting not only for the children in our city, but also young adults, and every family, I think, will enjoy celebrating New Year's Eve. Now, I have a short program today. I want to tell you, though, that at the end of City Celebrates New Year's Eve in New Bedford, we will have fireworks. We expect that the fireworks will get underway just around 9 o'clock, but we're asking everyone to please make their way down to Custom House Square. You'll hear a lot more about this, but we'll all gather around Custom House Square and have a great fireworks show. Get everyone home early. Get everyone home. You'll be able to watch Guy Lombardo on TV that night with plenty of time. You'll also be able to go out, put the kids to bed, go out. All of our downtown, all of our North End, all of our South End establishments will be open, and they'll be very happy to see you, and you can celebrate New Year's Eve well into the night in the city of New Bedford. Now, the great thing about this program is that AHA is going to be coordinating it. You'll hear from Lee Heald in a minute, who is the program director from AHA. But in order to do this, obviously, you need a sponsor. And AHA is an event that we all take for granted. It's heralded throughout the Northeast. And when I say the Northeast, I mean the United States. It is a program that brings together arts, culture, architecture, our history, all under an umbrella of many, many different creative artists and creative economy sector in our city. It benefits our restaurants, it benefits all of our shops, our hotel, and certainly all of our children and family, because each month there is a different theme, and the theme is always based around being New Bedford centric. So you always have people from New Bedford involved in this great activity. Several years ago, I asked AHA to take over running the New Year's Eve celebration in our city, and it's the program now, City Celebrates. It is now a program that I think people have embraced. I came to Bristol County Savings Bank several months ago and asked Dennis Kelly, who is the president and CEO of Bristol County Savings, if they would be interested in teaming with the city and with AHA to present this tremendous event. And naturally, as in all cases with Bristol County Savings Bank, if it's for the good of the order, if it's for the good of the people of the city, they're very anxious to be involved. And they are our sponsor for City Celebrates New Year's Eve for 2011. So I want to thank first Dennis and his entire team, just great people here at the bank for all of their help. And I'd like to call Dennis up. You've seen him talk about their contributions to the zoo. You've seen them talk about their contributions to children, to educational activities in the city. And now we're going to hear Mr. Kelly talk about City Celebrate. So Dennis, please, thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Great thing.
Thank you. Normally, when we meet and we talk, we end up supporting things and giving money out. We say that it's a great honor that we're doing this, and we really enjoy being able to support things. In this particular case, because of the nature of City Celebrates and what it means for the New Bedford community, I really wanted to thank Mayor Lang for considering us to be the sponsor, because this is an above and beyond a lot of the things that we've done. I mean, what it means for families to be able to get together and go downtown and enjoy the downtown area and the beauty of the downtown area, as well as the fireworks later on, just means an awful lot to us that we're able to support that, and that he thought of us to be the sponsor. So for that, we do thank Mayor Lang. So it really is our honor that we can do that. In addition, I would be remiss if I didn't kind of talk about the bank a little bit, in that we opened our office back a year and a half ago in New Bedford. Prior to that, we had been doing some things in the city, but the support of Mayor Lang and the opportunity to work with him and how engaged he is in what's happening to the community, how persuasive he is with everything that happens in the community. You know, he said, well, he asked us, I thought he said, well, congratulations, you're going to be the sponsor for City Celebrates. I'm not sure how the wording came out, but the ability to work with him, the enthusiasm he has for the city, it's just been fantastic. And it has really been our honor to be able to work with Mayor Lang. And I know he's got a few more weeks left in office, but a phenomenal representative of New Bedford, all of the positive things that are happening in New Bedford, and it really has been a thrill and an honor for me and for the people at the bank to be able to work with them. So for that, we thank them, and how about a nice round of applause for everyone. Not unlike the mayor, I do plan on retiring from the bank in March, and part of the effort that we went through was identifying who my successor would be, and I couldn't be happier that it is with an individual who's been working with me for the last 25 years. He is the Chief Operating Officer for the bank, and Pat Murray will be taking my place in March. And at this time, I'd like to call Pat up to the podium to say a few words.
Thank you, Dennis, and thank you, Mayor. Thank you for allowing me to talk a minute about Bristol County Savings Bank's commitment to New Bedford. As our name infers, we are Bristol County's bank. In fact, we have been doing business here since 1846. A few years ago, we decided to extend our reach into New Bedford, and in fact, opened our first branch office right here. As a community bank, we are committed to supporting events that enhance the quality of life of residents in the New Bedford area and throughout Bristol County. Featuring a host of events for local families, from musicians and dancers to a fireworks display, City Celebrates New Year's Eve 2011 promises to be a fun evening for the entire community, and one the bank is more than proud to be a part of. As a community bank, we strive to build a strong local partnership in the greater New Bedford area, not just with our presence, but with our resources. To back this up, we are committed to being a strong corporate partner and community resource. Including the sponsorship that we are announcing here today, the bank has contributed $1 million to the greater New Bedford area since becoming a part of this community. Once again, we thank everyone for your warm welcome. We are honored to be here and look forward to being a responsive community leader. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you all on New Year's Eve.
Well, Pat and Dennis, $1 million is really quite a huge sum, and in a place like New Bedford and the organizations that we have, they take that money and they just multiply it. So that is a tremendous, tremendous, I think, impact on our community from an economic standpoint and a quality of life. So I really want to thank you for that. I knew it was a great deal of money. I didn't realize that this got you over the top. I feel good about that, so that's terrific. Now on to the second million. This is perfect. But I just, you know, it just made me think for 1 minute. When I first met Dennis and Pat and the entire team, it was literally about how can we help New Bedford. It wasn't about, at the time they were looking for a location in New Bedford. They didn't have one. I knew they were actually incorporated 1 year before our city was, 1846. We were incorporated 1847. They're the oldest bank in Bristol County, continuously serving bank in Bristol County. When they came to see us, when Bristol County Savings Bank came to see us, their team, they didn't say, we'd like to talk to you about possibilities in New Bedford. They said, how can we help New Bedford? How can we help the people? How can we get involved in this community? And that led to then them saying, we're now starting to think about locating in New Bedford as well. We love this community. We want to locate here. They spent a good deal of time. I remember the first few months I was in office, they were out looking with prospecting for a site. They found this site. This is just to the south of the old Thad's on the same side of the street at 1307 Ashley Boulevard. They took this site and they turned it into you'll come here and you'll see. Come here for a cup of coffee one day. You know, no obligation whatsoever. Come for a cup of coffee. You'll see they set up this beautiful bank, modern bank, with all, then they decorated it with all scenes of New Bedford. And they've jumped right in the community, and that's what we love. Community partners who love our city are so important, and I really appreciate that. I know Dennis is going to take a step back, but I know he certainly isn't going to retire in any way, and we're looking forward to his continued involvement with the community. Now, the person that I want to bring up, who now can tell us the nitty-gritty about City Celebrates New Year's Eve 2011 and the coordination by AHA, is Lee Hield, who's the program director for AHA, and she is going to tell us about the different events, but I want to let you know, you'll see it plenty on our cable TV. You'll see placards all around the city. This is a free event, so we expect everybody to turn out. And Lee has been doing this for quite some time and does a fantastic job. Decades she's been involved in the city with events, and she does a fantastic job. So Lee, please come on up.
That looks so good for decades, really. Thanks so much, gentlemen. AHA is New Bedford's free every second Thursday arts and culture night. And we've been going since July of 1999. So working with City Celebrates and kind of extending that idea of family-friendly, early, open to the public is something that came very naturally for us. When we say free, though, we have to sort of thank the sponsors and certainly recognize the cooperation of the City of New Bedford and all of the AHA partners, because it's free to the public, but people put hours and lots of time into planning these events. There's kind of different ways to see the night. So it's 5 to 8 in terms of entertainment, and the fireworks go off at 9. If you have young kids, then we would welcome you to come down. The Toe Jam Puppet Band, the perennial favorite of New Bedford, will be at the YMCA. We will have face painting there. There's a wonderful magician act. And there are street performers on the streets of on William Street. It's really the central corridor. Last year, what struck me about the night was that there were so many multi-generational families, that you saw lots of people and droves and kind of groups of people, and the police actually closed the streets down, and we'll be doing that again this year. But we've put people out on the streets to kind of entertain people as you go from venue to venue. The main footprint is really from Custom House Square to the Whaling Museum Plaza, then over to the Y and over to the Zeiterion. Those are the kind of cross streets, and those streets will be closed. It will be open, it will be safe, it will be accessible. The parking is free in the Zeiterion lot and the Elm Street garage. So what you do is you get out, you come, you walk, and you enjoy the whole evening. You can stroll. We have lots of local music, so if you're not somebody who's put Toe Jam on the top of your list, we have great Celtic music happening all evening. We have jazz from Whaling City Sounds. We have a piano player from Dartmouth who's going to be playing the grand piano at the College of Visual and Performing Arts, the Star Store. And we have hip hop for the kids, we have a garage band, there's a whole range of things. And so we try to convince people, as the mayor said, to start early if you're families and think about going home after the fireworks at 9, or if you're coming down and you're not pushing a stroller, think about checking into some of the jazz, staying for the fireworks. And then all of the restaurants and the eateries, the bars are open downtown. Many of them have their own refreshments. So it can be a full evening in any way you want to do it. And I think the last thing I want to say is that this is a community celebration, and the people we see are people we know. Many of the performers are neighbors and friends. All of the people coming down are local. So I always say Anna Vanagra, who will be singing Fado at the National Park Service Visitor Center, actually is the florist at Hawthorne Florist. And the people who are the fire eaters are actually graduate students at the UMass Dartmouth. And so it really is a way for people who have gifts and people who want to perform and be part of the community to do that, and it is free to the public who comes with the support of the bank and the city. So that we hope that you all come downtown. Now, how do you find out about this? If you go to the AHA website, which is ahanewbedford.org, you will see a schedule. We have a schedule that will be going out in the Standard Times. And we do these things called night of schedules. So we have these big sort of TV guide affairs that will tell you what to do at each time period. They'll be out a couple of days before New Year's Eve if you want to come down and pick up a schedule, or if you want to start off the evening before you come to the opening celebrations at the Park Service, the Art Museum, we'll have some at City Hall. Any of the main venues will have these schedules, so you can kind of make your own plan for the night and kind of make your own pathway around. So I want to thank everyone, and again, welcome you to come downtown and enjoy the evening with us.
Now, you'll also be able to get an AHA schedule on the city website, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of brochures here at Bristol County Savings Bank, as well as throughout different merchants in the city. I want to commend everyone who's involved. AHA has a steering committee. The Community Foundation is AHA's portal in this port. I want to thank Craig Dutra is here today, the president of the board. Nelson Hockerlotz is here today. An awful lot of people who work on AHA are with us, but also we have so many others who come together for the AHA celebration each month. Last thing I want to say is that City Hall will be open on New Year's Eve. The New Bedford Junior ROTC will be providing tours of the New Bedford City Hall. I ask everyone, I'll be in the mayor's office. Bring your kids by. I'll have little souvenirs for all the kids, and we really look forward to having a great, safe New Year's Eve on the streets, have a great family celebration, home, and then if you want to go out, our city will be absolutely open for celebration, but this is a way to do this with your family. When you get home and it's 9 o'clock after the fireworks, you can tell the kids that it's already past midnight and it's time to go to bed. So we're very excited about this. I want to thank everyone very much. And any questions? Jim Phillips is here from WBSM, which is our local radio station. You can also pick it up on the web. I know one of my son Nate's out in LA, and he listens to BSM more than he does any LA station, which I think is a great thing. That means it's web around the world. So Jim, any questions?
I don't believe that, Mayor, but let's go on. The fireworks, can you talk about that? Blue Cross Blue Shield is helping with that as well.
Blue Cross Blue Shield is throwing in some sponsorship on the fireworks, which we really appreciate. And the city celebrates piece is Bristol County Savings Bank, which is the bulk of all the programming. The fireworks. Last year, we probably had the biggest crowd at City Celebrates that we've had since I lived in the city of New Bedford. And I think the people are drawn for a number of different reasons. First, the quality of entertainment, the idea that we come together as a community, the idea that New Year's Eve is such a special event for people to get together for whatever reason, whether it's Times Square or Custom House Square, and then a great fireworks display early. So you don't have to, you want to watch the fireworks at the Common, you can watch them on TV. You want to watch fireworks in New York City, same thing. More and more cities are getting away from bringing community together. What we're trying to do in New Bedford is bring them together. So we know this is going to be a great event. Now, I want to talk about weather for 1 minute, though, just in case. We certainly This event, unless we have just absolutely unheard of type of weather, this event is a cold weather event, which means everyone dresses warm, hat, scarf, gloves, and it's a great event. We are not in Minneapolis where we are used to below zero weather, but certainly we're in New Bedford where we know we're hardy, a great community, and we want to turn out for a winter event. If it is raining or snowing, certainly we will be on the air to talk about different contingencies if we need to. A few years ago, we actually, because of a very severe snowstorm, postponed this for a couple of days and then went ahead like gangbusters. But it's a winter event, and I expect that we will enjoy the winter. There's ice carving. And the ice carving, a little bit of cold weather means that those sculptures will stay around for a week or two, perhaps even all the way till the readathon at the Whaling Museum for Moby Dick. Thank you, Jim. So I appreciate it very much. We look forward to any questions, any calls. Please ask anybody at the bank, anybody at City Hall, AHA. You can direct your questions through the website as well, but we know we're going to have a great holiday season. One last thing, I know this will play many times. Do your shopping in New Bedford, please. Make sure that you patronize all our different locations. If you give your children money and you say we're going to open up our first bank account, come to Bristol County Savings. Show them how much you support their support of the community. Every restaurant has gift certificates. The Zeitarian has great packages. The hotel has great packages. And all of our shops have very unique, many cases homemade type of or artist-made type of gifts. Let's keep our money local, support our local economy. So thank you very much, everybody. Thank you.